in the cabbage.
Welcome to In the Cabbage. This is crazy.
This is pretty bananas right now that we're actually doing this.
I'm Tommy Swain, Andrew Witt. Please subscribe, please listen, please download, like. And just a reminder, keep swinging. Welcome back to In the Cabbage. It's your boy, Tommy Swain. To my right or your left, Andrew Witt.
Yo.
We are back, buddy. Let's just jump right in. We were talking some golf, walking around with my sick dog, and we were talking about how...
Wait, we can't just gloss over the sick dog like that. Okay. Especially when he was front and center right here last time.
That is true. So...
Good old Hendy boy.
We'll do a quick update on Hendricks, and then we'll move to the golf.
Yeah, then we'll go
here.
into golf. Yeah, exactly.
We got a lot of golf to get through. We were in Dallas and Austin.
Yeah, it was a hell of a
Austin's
weekend.
Wedding.
We got a hell of an episode here coming up.
You know, just so stay tuned here. But anyway, so Hendricks, we were in Dallas at the time, and I got a text from the wifey saying...
Which is not what you want to see at all. I mean, if there's something to totally mess up the mental...
Yeah.
Puppo's going down, basically.
It is tough.
Is what you're thinking about.
Right, because I'm just so far... removed from it, and Madison's like, you know, freaking out too. So I gotta try to figure out where the line is at with it, because something could be wrong with him. You know, you never know.
But you're also getting on one side of it is this is the end of the world situation.
Yeah. So I'm worried that the dog's super sick. He is super sick. He has pancreatitis, which. You know, whatever. I know dogs die from it, and it's a thing, so it's not great. So we caught it super early, which was good. And Madison was like optimistic about it and got sent home with some, you know, medicine, but there's not much they can do. They kind of just have to pass it on their own. And then she received 2 huge IV bags, dude. And people are questioning whether I was telling the truth or not. But these things were legit hospital IV bags.
Massive. I mean, I saw them on your counter over there, and you pointed them out to me. I was like, dude, that thing's supposed to go in that little dog?
Yeah. He's
also like, how heavy is he? 40 pounds?
45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like he's a Great Dane.
No.
I mean, these are massive, massive bags.
Yeah. We do 40, like the 4 line every time. I think it's 400 or 40 milliliters, probably 40.
Okay.
I don't know. I just do the 4 thing.
Just a 40.
There's notches on it. It goes 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I wonder
4.
if it's like a 400 milliliters or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I go increments of 4. I don't
follow
question
the lines.
it.
Follow the lines.
I'm just doing it. So I go, okay, well, so they give us the IV bags. Why? We'll just have to drop them off, and they're gonna have to do it. She's like, no, we're doing it.
Golly.
And I said, what do you mean we're doing it? She said, like...
Wait, let me rephrase that. You're doing it.
No. I'm not doing it. No. Madison was a rock star with it. She's been doing it.
She's doing it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not stabbing the dog with a needle.
I love my dog.
Yeah, like I could never. But Madison just stepped in right into motherhood here and
I just have a crazy fear of needles too.
Right. I mean... Very, very well noted. I mean, the history of the needle for us isn't a great thing.
It's not a strong point. It's not a strong talking point. Not a leading point you want to have.
No. Nice leading point. Oh, man. The man's punny.
Thank you. Good for something around here every once in a while.
So anyways, good for a lot of things.
Thank you.
Great. You're good looking.
Thank you.
There's
trying to brick me up over here on the show.
I am. Right here, right now. I'm going to brick you up, brother.
Are you holding down Hendricks?
Yeah.
He hates this, I'm sure.
No, he's not. He's definitely not happy.
No.
So we have to do it in our bathroom because it's like we have like a shower hook.
Yeah.
And we can hook it up there. And then like we have to let the cord fall.
Got it.
And then there's like a spot on their back of their neck you got to like find.
Okay.
It's like, you know, like, I don't know, 12 inches. I'm checking.
It's a good visual of 12 inches.
Yeah,
it's good
huge. This is huge.
It's a good confidence boost.
Right. This is
what
massive.
It's what we really like to see.
I don't
if
know.
you're not on the YouTube, go pop on over there as well. We've been pretty fucking consistent with that as well.
Yeah. 3. We have been.
Have been. Even though the schedule's been a wee bit crazy.
I mean, just at some point it's coming down for us.
So the needle is that big?
No, you have to find a spot in the back of his neck.
That's how large it is, though. Like
yeah,
the spot,
it's
like the sweet spot.
That's how you measure it down. Then you like pinch his skin, and then Madison injects like, I don't know, a needle that size.
Okay.
An IV needle.
Yeah.
Into him.
Enough to make a grown man faint?
Yeah. Just hit him with it. And then, of course, it never works right away. So you got to turn it on. He does this like weird spasm shake when it goes in. Don't blame him. So I'm holding him.
Right.
And he's being a very good dog.
Yeah.
He's either sitting down.
He also probably knows he's not feeling great.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, he definitely knows something's up. So I'm holding him still. I'm sitting on the bathroom floor, which is killing my knees. My God. And Madison's in an awkward angle, and we just have to, it's like, 8 minutes.
Oh,
He's got to be on that thing.
Jesus, dude.
So then, I get a call yesterday, after work on my way home, and Madison's bawling. And
Why?
I go, what's going on? Like, I'm heading home.
I feel like things are in the clear at that point, right?
Well, we have to do multiple days. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right. Well, I mean, once you're getting over the hump, I feel like, you can just like keep knocking some shit out.
So she calls me. She says, I wanted to just try to take this on my own, but I tried to do the IV without you on Hendrix.
Okay.
And I guess it did not go well.
Oh, God.
So she like stabs him,
Right.
Pokes him with a needle. Stab is such an aggressive way of saying that. Injects the needle
There we go.
into him, and he just like hates it immediately. He like won't sit still for her.
Right.
Like, she has to hold the cord up. It's just not. It's not feasible for one person.
Right.
And
does he need to have it by a certain time, or
No.
it's a good window or whatever?
probably in the morning.
Yeah.
As close as we can do that then, but who knows? And he shook it out, and he yelped, and the needle like fell out, and like blood came out with it.
Oh no.
So there was blood all over our bathroom.
Oh God.
No, all over. It was like a good nosebleed, and like he like shook it around.
Yeah. I mean, he's not happy with that.
Right. So Mass is calling me crying, bawling.
Right.
Like, I hurt our dog. Is he okay? And also, like, he has, the IV goes into him so fast, and they don't absorb it so fast.
It's like a big lump,
It's
right?
a big, huge lump on the back of their neck.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So you, like, have to shake it around and massage it into, like, their body.
Oh, my God,
And then
dude.
sometimes it'll just leak. Like, just leak water. Or whatever
That's
IV
a
stuff
terrible,
is.
terrible image.
Why?
Terrible
Why?
image. If I am in a hospital and I'm above 70 years old, my mental's not fully there anymore, just put me out.
For
Put
me, it's
me out.
mental. As long as I can stay mentally sharp
Yeah.
to a point.
If my mental's out at any point, I mean, hopefully it's the, past the age of 70 we're hoping here.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and just do it. Just end it.
Just IV bag you.
Just end it, and like we'll all be out of our miseries because I can't deal with any of that stuff. Maybe times will change, maybe, but I don't think so.
You're gonna be like
I've
70
become
years old.
increasingly more of a bitch with my older age, and I feel like it's not turning around. I don't think it's turning around.
I mean, at 70, I just think you'll been through so much life, you'll be hardened at that point.
You think so? Maybe.
That needles won't be the biggest deal to you.
I don't know.
But yeah,
who knows? I don't see it changing anytime soon.
I don't either. I'm not a fan. You had to do Accutane.
I did. That was not a big deal, honestly. I would like look at it. That's what I'm saying. It's only like because I've gotten older, I guess.
Yeah, you used to like not even. I used to be the one that was really.
Yeah, wouldn't even bat an eye.
Yeah, you'd be fine. Like, whatever.
I'd be watching that thing and it just like
You used
it
to
would
give blood.
Poof, poof, it'd just like shoot out.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the turning point for me. I had one really bad instance when I gave blood. Never given blood ever since.
What was that again? You came like to
Laguna Hills High School. I think it was like my sophomore year. I was like, I think it's going to be a good idea if I go to do the blood drive. But the problem was that I was laying on the table for so long, I felt like they forgot about me kind of thing.
Right.
Because people were now sitting down and getting up before me. And I'm just laying there, and I'm like, how much fucking blood are these guys taking?
They
Leave
saw
some
you.
for Papa over here. I gotta function.
That
was
go back to the 6th period. After
oh my
this.
God, the wheels were churning.
Yeah, I bet.
Wheels were churning. The mental was absolutely blasted.
Yeah, you gave so much blood.
I just got body bagged is what it felt like. I was really in a blender. It's just it was a tough scene to be just laying there. And it was not just like one or two people. It was like a few people, like multiple around me. 'Cause I'm kind of like in the middle of the table. Yeah, and then I turn pale white and I go to stand up, then they're like giving me sugar and I look down and I have like half a bag of blood that they took from me. They like take like two and a half.
Well, do you have like a lot of like good blood? Like, do you know your blood type? What's up?
I have no idea what my blood type
Are you
is.
like O positive?
I don't know. I really hope I'm like AB negative. You know what I mean?
The most common one.
No, the least common.
Oh, you want the most common?
I don't want the most common because then I feel like I would need to donate more.
No, because people are already donating more.
Right, but the O negative, if you donate the O negative, it's the universal donor.
Right. So they want more of that.
They want more of that. So I'm hoping I am the least common.
Right. I would feel bad.
Blood type.
I would feel bad the other way.
Really?
Because
then you can always get O negative if you're an AB negative or AB positive.
Yeah, but O negative still is like hard to come by.
It is. It's very rare. It's just
So
like
it's
the
not
it's just like the AB.
Right. The AB is like, just like a goldfish.
Well, but maybe the time when we are getting a little bit older, they're just going to start making blood for any blood type.
There you go.
Get rid of all that guilt.
Yeah. I don't really have guilt with it. I can't do it. And I feel awful.
People
for
are,
it.
you know what? People are stronger than us. That's okay. I'm going to admit that. That's all good.
And that's all good. But yeah, so it's just funny, like leaving the vet, like they're like, oh yeah, so they're just telling Matt, so they're checking Hendrix out, like this is how you inject the needle.
And they're saying like it's no big deal.
Like it's no big deal.
Right.
And Matt's like, you're asking me to do an IV bag multiple days for my dog. So today we teamed up on it, and for whatever reason, the lump went from the back of his neck to his arm. And it looked like he was buff, dude. He had a shoulder pad on.
I hope you took a picture of that. No,
we didn't. We should have. But yeah, he looked like he had a shoulder pad. And we were like, the lump's moving. Like, why is the lump moving?
That's crazy, dude.
So, I mean, it's just, and then you don't know if it's running well. You're hoping you go quickly, so you kind of move it out a little bit too.
Yeah.
To like let the needle, but they just don't really tell you what the hell that's going on.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You know what I mean? Like
your dog, Hendrix is an absolute champ.
He really is
an absolute beast.
Yeah, he doesn't really complain that much.
I got a freaking lump the size of like a melon.
Yeah, it's huge. It's not a melon, but it's like an orange.
Well, it's the 4 lines amount of water. So that sounds like a good amount.
Yeah, it's like,
the 4 lines on the IV bag.
Yeah, it's like bang, 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 bang. It's like a quarter of the IV bag.
I mean, like that's a good amount of water in a small dog.
Yeah.
Is there medicine in the bag? There's got to be, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's like, IV stuff.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Bunch of hoopla in there.
Salt, pig Himalayan salt, some honey.
Sure.
I think that fixes everything now.
Himalayan salt and honey.
Yeah, it's everything. Like, I got a great home recipe. And you got to drink water with pink Himalayan salt and
maybe some ginger in there.
And
a little turmeric
or something.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm glad is this your last day? Do you have any more?
No, we have
oh my God.
2 more days.
What the fuck? 4 days?
4 days. And if he's not like drastically seeing an increase, not drastically, but like, still struggling, then like we need to bring him to the hospital.
Wow.
But he should be fine. I called the doctor.
Yeah.
And asked him what signs do I need to watch out for? Any vomiting.
Okay.
So if he starts vomiting, we got real issues.
Okay.
Blood, poop. Just blood. He'll poop just blood.
Godly.
So if you see that, then no good. But if there's some blood in the stool, then that's fine.
Okay.
And then extreme bloat.
Okay.
And like his back will be super tight because he's so bloated.
Right. Oh, because he's like hunching and like curling his stomach essentially.
Yeah. And then if he's like not himself.
Right.
But
he seemed like he was in good spirits.
Yeah.
We're hanging out.
He was running around happy.
He's in the condition where I saw him for the first time, and it looked like he was healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could tell that nothing was really that wrong. He was just vibing.
Yeah.
Cruising, hanging around. Super happy. Tail wagging.
Now looking back on it, he probably started getting sick around then. Around that pod. But anyways, so let's move a little bit forward here, or backwards to golf.
Yeah.
The Players is this weekend. I actually got to watch a lot of golf.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So that was always fun, being ahead 2 hours. So we had, longer time to watch it.
Can we talk about the Dallas, like the time change versus the East Coast? Like, I really like the whole East Coast, Central Mountain Time, whatever the hell it's called. I don't know what it is. Golf coverage begins at noon.
Right.
Which is awesome. I feel like it does start early over here, but then its finishes so early. Yeah. I feel like you can't, I don't know. I want to, get breakfast. I want to, wake up and vibe a little bit and then, sit down and, watch. Or you go do a couple things if I need to do something in the morning. Then come back, and watch golf at, 1, 2 in the afternoon.
Right.
So I think that's just elite in and of itself. I think that's really, really nice. The only problem would be Laker games would be starting at 9:30.
That is tough.
Yeah, that's a really brutal change.
We are still in the play-in currently.
The Lakers
in that 9th.
I can't tell if we're good 8th. Or not.
I think we're going to be playoff good. I don't think teams want to see us in the playoff like last year.
I
said the same thing. I said, don't see us in the playoffs.
Right.
Because now you just get a very focused LeBron. AD with a singular mission.
Yeah.
D'Lo keeps playing the way he keeps playing.
I saw a stat today that LeBron is just being LeBron. It's pretty crazy. I know we talk about it basically every episode, but in his last 10 games, he's averaging 26 points, 58% shooting from the field, 43% from behind three, about 7 boards and 10 assists.
Balling.
In the last 10, averaging.
Balling.
Pretty special stuff from the fella. So
that's just so cool to hear. But yeah, so I thought an amazing golf tournament overall.
I agree, dude. Totally agree. I feel like a real ass for going out on the last episode and saying that the PGA Tour just they need to step it up because they stepped it up.
It was a lot less commercials.
Yeah, it was crazy.
A lot more cutting to golf shots.
Way more coverage. More coverage.
Great commentary. I thought overall, the play was really high level. It became very interesting to the last 4 or 5 holes.
I also the one thing that the PGA Tour is going to have over Live every single time is the fact that the Players Championship plays at TPC Sawgrass every year. And the Masters plays at Augusta every year. Right. I think that's a huge thing because it's so nice. Or the Waste Management goes and plays at the TPC Scottsdale Stadium course. Right. And you see them every single year, and then you're able to I know exactly what's going on here. I know exactly where they should be trying to aim, where they shouldn't miss. Right.
Yeah, when you get to that level of fan for that,
that's where it's pretty fun.
Truly. I don't think I have that level of understanding quite yet.
Okay.
But I agree with you. I like the same course idea. I do think they should mix it up, though, and throw a random tournament in there, especially if the ball gets rolled back, because now more golf courses are available to them. So I do think that they should actually have some travel to their game.
They could do that for the other majors, too. They don't have to just because the other 3 majors will all rotate.
Right. And I think that's great. I think within the PGA Tour, they should do a couple they should do a match play tournament throughout the season. That
would be really cool if they had an in-season tourney.
Yeah, they do
a top 16.
8 extra tournaments throughout the year.
8 extra ones for...
Yeah. And it's March Madness style every time. And
that'd be
cool. Last term of the year is double the money. And they could play new courses, Kind
of a little bit like the FedEx style where it's a consecutive weekend thing almost.
Yeah.
I like that. That'd be cool.
I think you just start with however people can get to sign up. then Thursday, or Friday, whatever day you have to start, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you just eliminate. If you lose in the first round, you lose in the first round, and then you're out.
You know what? That should be good for the Corn Ferry Tour.
Yeah, that'd be good for the Corn Ferry Tour. I just don't know if you can let someone qualify. You'd have to tie it in. You'd have to do the same way. You have to tie it into the PGA where they have normal golf events.
Yeah.
And then match play events. I think you need to do it with the people who get invited to the signature event. If they don't want to do it, then it drops down to you get 64 and just eliminate people from there.
Yeah.
You could probably play. People play match play 18 holes in a day, so I don't know. You try to avoid that, but anyways, back to the players. It was awesome tournament. Scottie Scheffler, first time ever to win a back-to-back.
Just special.
Came out firing.
Ticking a lot of boxes, that guy is. Came out firing. Was dealing with a little bit of a neck issue as well.
Right. Neck started feeling good. Seemed like late Saturday. Then Sunday he was firing again, and he said he knew he would, based talking to his. He's had this injury in the past.
Yeah.
And he knows how long it takes to fix it. So he says, I'll probably feel ready to roll by Sunday.
Yeah.
Which, he definitely was.
Yeah, he was
was chipping it in, rolling the rock.
Yeah, that hole out for number 4, I think that was the big turning point in his day.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to go ahead and just mess around and win this thing now.
Right. It was crazy, dude. I forget. Someone said he was like 9 shots back or something like that going into the back 9 of Saturday.
Yeah.
You make up 9 strokes in, 27 holes. That's pretty impressive.
I think he went birdie on 16, 17, and 18 coming in Saturday night.
That's crazy.
And all because
crazy.
he switched his putter.
Yeah. Truly, it was that simple.
Just switched his putter.
They also added another 1/4 of an inch, I believe, to his putter. That's what I heard them say. Adding a little bit of length, so he's less hunched over and stiff. He's just a little bit taller, he kind of stands for his wedges.
Mm-hmm.
And switched over to a mallet. Is he rocking a TaylorMade Spider? Okay.
Rory said he should switch. And
Smart. It just gives you some more confidence down there. If you're lacking any of that, or if it's friendlier to look at, whatever it may be, it's a mental game too. So.
Yeah, I'm a Bednardi guy through and through.
Yeah, that's part of it.
So
I think maybe Scotty Cameron a little bit overrated.
I think right now maybe they're making a comeback, but their putters when we were looking to buy putters were not great at all.
Nothing just really excited me that much. So
no,
yeah.
It just felt clunky and also light at times, and then the sweet spot was hard to find.
Yeah, not solid.
But picks up this Spider immediately. Dimes. He goes 15 for 15 from the Arnold Palmer tournament from within 10 feet.
Was that just on Sunday? Or is that the whole weekend?
That was just on Sunday.
Nuts, dude.
I believe so.
So, yeah, he also won back-to-back weeks. So, Arnold Palmer Invitational, and then wins at the Players the following week.
Keep putting the way he's putting, he's going to have an amazing year. It could have been back-to-back amazing years.
I heard 100%. Back-to-back amazing years. Tee to green and overall scoring in general, he just looks like he's unstoppable.
Driving's unreal from him.
Yeah, it really is. And irons. And his short game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just all really clicking. If he can keep the flat stick going, there's no stopping this man. He's going to have another 5-win season, 7-win season. He might, I don't know, he might win 2 majors. I feel like it's big things for the man. I feel like there's no one in the same realm. And even watching John Rahm rarely gets like that. He's got to find a zone.
Yeah.
Scotty's just constantly dialed every time I watch him play.
He's just so cool. I mean, Scotty's great. The outfit he was rocking from Nike was real fresh.
Fire
outfit.
For St. Patty's Day.
Fire outfit.
It was a really nice touch from Nike, huh?
Yeah. I really was those are some nice pants. Loving the white polo.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, just Wyndham Clark. It's so funny. You said when we were watching might be the next Brooks Koepka. And sure as shit, I saw a bunch of tweets saying he was going to be the next Brooks Koepka, where he's just going to show up for the majors.
Really? That's funny.
And Scotty was giving him props. He's like, this is not going to be the last time I'm going to see this guy in the finals this year.
Yeah.
Like,
seems like he's got a really, really good, a really solid game where his putter doesn't fail him, but he makes up for a lot of it when he's playing very free tee to green and then like holding a couple putts every once in a while. And like normally in majors and in very tough tournaments, and like that bodes well for you because as long as you're driving it, bombing it down there and hitting some greens and then getting up and down every once in a while, you're going to be in contention a lot. I feel like because normally no one's going super low. You're not just like draining 15, 20 footers like you are at most courses.
Right.
Other courses like 24 under is the winning score, like 26 under is the winning score.
Right. I feel like
kind of thing.
Wyndham Clark is also like a perfect like contrast to Scottie Scheffler. Just the way they go back to fourth of battle was great. When you clicked it on Wyndham Clark and he went like, all right, I got birdie out essentially.
Yeah.
To give myself a shot here. And it just came up, birdied 16, almost eagled it. Island green, made the birdie putt.
It was disgusting. It was sick. I was watching with Katie at the time, and I was like, dude, this man, because I was telling her, like, you know, he's got a birdie, he's got he's out, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, Wyndham Clark's still in it. He just got a birdie the last two.
Right. So he needed birdie 2 of 3. I think he missed 17, didn't he?
No, he got 17.
Okay.
He birdied the par 3.
Right.
And birdied the par 3. So that was wild because there had only been 2 birdies there all day. And then it was playing as the toughest hole, and then 18 was the second toughest hole that day.
Yeah, I love that finishing 2 holes there.
Yeah, it's great because there's water looming all over the place. And if you mess up your drive on 18, you're screwed. Water or trees, you know?
Pick the trees. A lot of people pick that punch shot.
Yeah, and it's not bad, but they always screw you by putting the pin in the left front position.
Right.
So that if you go in the right trees, it's hard to really get close to that left front position.
It's a very intimidating ending. Wyndham's Clark putt, like
that was insane.
Lipped out.
He basically walked that thing in.
He walked it in, double pumped it almost.
Twice, dude.
It would have been electrifying if he would have made that.
I was hoping he made it, honestly.
Me too. I was like, I would love to see a Wyndham Clark, Scottie Scheffler.
Oh yeah,
extra holes.
That would have been awesome.
It would have been. I was like, ooh, I would, because there was a chance we could have gotten it from 4 people, but
Ryan Harmon was playing well, and Xander Schauffele also playing pretty well, but was kind of falling off a little bit at the end there.
Blew 18, couldn't give himself a chance.
He had a I think it was on 15 before the par 5. He hit a great drive because he was grooving for the most of the day. He hit a great drive, but the wind moved his golf ball into the right rough, and he kind of got screwed. And then he hit his approach shot and short-sighted himself into more just deep cabbage shit over there.
In the cabbage stuff?
Oh, yeah. Could not get up and down. He chipped it like 4 feet, 10 feet in front of him.
Really?
Yeah, and then he 2-putted from there. So then he made like back-to-back bogeys. And that was just tough because I feel like he got screwed on a bad bounce and then screwed up on like the following tee shot as well, and just like didn't hit a good 3-wood, and then screwed himself over because he hit it in the bunker. Yeah. But before that, he was moving and grooving. So it was just a really, really solid, really fun day of watching golf. I felt like that's exactly what. It's tough because you can't have every tournament to be like that, but we got to make it a little bit more like that more often than not. Or I just need to stop watching the PGA Tour just week by week, I guess, and just tune into Sunday.
Yeah, it gets tough because, I mean, how do they create that excitement when it's not a major? You got to figure out a way, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just the signature events, like, you know, the waste management need to copy and paste, I guess, how you can build excitement for those.
Right.
But something else that someone in contention I haven't seen in a while is Matt Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
He also, I guess, put weights in his irons, in his driver.
I did see this.
And took all the weights out. Besides, he left it in his driver. He forgot to take the weight out of his driver.
It's crazy.
And so as soon as he took the weight out, which I think was this weekend, he was like one of the best drivers on tour this weekend.
Yeah, number 2 in the field in strokes gain, I think.
Yeah.
I think I saw the post from Foreplay.
Unreal.
I always forget his name. Do you remember his name?
What? Daniel Rappaport?
Yes, that's it. I saw his post. So I think that's just so crazy. How do you not know?
Yeah, I guess he just, or it's just some crazy excuse.
Was it just like a regripping of his club? That's when they found it? The weight?
Or he just, because on tour, they have your stats when you go to your bus. They just build you the club, yada, yada. So I wonder if they just, he never told them to take it out of his driver. So they just said, okay, we're just going to leave it in the driver.
It's just crazy to me how you can just leave that in there and you're just not checking it every once in a while, because he did mention that the driver felt off. So I don't know.
Weird.
But also it could have been a 3 gram weight. So it's okay.
But, Tiger Woods historically could tell you
if it was a gram light or a gram heavier.
Yeah.
I know. But, that's I think that's just a real special breed.
Yeah, it's just...
I don't think I can do that.
Right. It's a very person who's held a golf club a lot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You got something going on the eye?
Yeah, I'm just working on it, I have a little an eyelash or something.
just jabbing you.
I've got do you see me? I yanked out 4 already.
I saw you just savagely going at him.
No, we're good. We're good. One thing that caught my attention you sent over to me was some pre-release stuff for the Sunday Red.
Yeah,
now we're on the topic of Tiger Woods a little bit. I was kind of jogged my memory.
The golf glove, the towel, the ball marker.
Yeah, it all looked really, really cool. That's the stuff that we wanted to see, because the apparel that they released for the Genesis opening weekend for the tournament that he hosted, very, very subpar.
Yeah, and the price was crazy. So
I just really like this. I like your idea of the special release stuff, and that kind of that pre-release stuff almost exemplified those special release items or niche tools and cool logos and ideas like that.
They should just do whatever FootJoy's doing with the shoes and Vice is doing. You have your main clothing brand, but you got to come out with new stuff every month. That's how you build excitement for brands, I think.
Yeah.
Optic Gaming is doing that now. They're releasing special merch during the major.
Cool.
So there's stuff like that I think people, companies are picking up on that we just don't want the same stuff. But who knows? Moving on to Tahis. Back to some personal stuff here, buddy. What a great trip. I mean, we travel together. It's always a good time.
It's always a blast, dude.
Yeah.
Bummed that Madison didn't make it on the trip, but for good reason. I mean, could you imagine if she actually wasn't here? Hendricks would have been in way worse shape, potentially.
That's a good point. Never
You
thought
know what I
about
mean? That's a good little silver lining right there. The stars were kind of aligning in that sense where, God forbid, she came with, and then something were worse to happen.
That is
I don't know.
a good point. I didn't think of it that way. But
But still bummed that she couldn't make it, but still just a blast of a weekend. Obviously we were going over there for a wedding, and so that was really fun. The Lovetts, congratulations to them.
Yes, congrats.
Really cool. I like their venue.
Me too.
Love the band.
Band was great.
Really cool band.
Good band.
It almost makes me, I was asking I felt like I kind of missed out on a band a little bit because the band was fun, but you were I would still want the DJ.
I mean, the band is great. I could see finding a good band like that was great. DJ just
you just know what you're gonna get with the DJ.
Yeah,
just play a song.
Play the song. Also you weren't really on your dance floor at your wedding. I didn't see you there once.
No, I was
gone.
I was socializing, talking to everyone. I was standing outside. I was a lot of in a cigar bar.
Oh yeah,
a while. That was a vibe over there.
Definitely.
Yeah. I don't know. I just liked every time I go to a wedding and it's a DJ, I'm oh yeah, this is great. This is fun. But the band there, because they were doing choreographed dances. They had 3 singers, a saxophone, swaggy bass player.
Yeah, I mean that's all time, and also the people were trashed. We were all hammered.
What?
Party grew.
Well, we had to wake up really early, so I was definitely not trashed.
I was drunk.
Yeah.
I was pretty
I
drunk.
must have gone back for 1,000 vodka cranberries.
I just felt like I was living on the vodka sodas.
Yeah.
Tipped heavy up front. That's the last time I saw a dime from me.
Yeah. That's let them know who's here. Take care of me.
Right.
What's tipping heavy? Is that a 10?
At Dallas, it was like a 20 spot.
Oh, you went in for a 20?
Yeah, I just threw a 20 because I knew I was drinking that night.
Wow. Make me look like a real asshole. I just put in $1 every time I go up there.
Every time? Well,
I brought in 10 singles.
There you go. And by 20, I mean 10. Yeah, I threw him 10.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, I mean.
That's a heavy tip.
I mean.
You know you're getting tipped out. You know they are.
And yes, I know they are. They're already making their money back on tips.
Oh my.
They're good.
Without even. If Dallas is anything like the weddings in California.
Right.
We know that they get, was it 25%?
Yeah, they get a crazy percentage for making drinks that you pay.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's like worked into the cost. They really bone you on wedding, on like just wedding planning events.
They do whatever they can to get you. You just gotta grit your teeth, smile through it, and just enjoy.
Grit your teeth.
Enjoy the parts of the wedding that are a blast. And
well said.
Yeah,
well said.
Because you gotta find the little parts of it that are enjoyable. Because you can just stress yourself out with it.
Yeah,
and you're going to there's people who are very calm with weddings, and there's people who aren't. And it just depends on who you are as a person. But
totally,
at some point you'll feel it.
There's no doubt about that because it's all stressful. It all stressful. And it never runs smoothly.
Never
to a certain extent. So
yeah, I mean, there's going to be things that people are going to not show up on time. They're going to be late. Baby's going to cry. Whatever. Something's going to go wrong. Venue shuts down for the day. And
the best thing you can do when you're going to a wedding, shut up.
Shut up.
Don't ask questions to the bride or groom.
Ever.
Show up on time.
Yep.
That's kind of about it.
And don't hog their time.
Right.
Because on a wedding day, at the same time, you can go up there and you can grab them and try to hold them in a conversation for as long. Keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. But just like, man, it's not, especially if you're not like their core group of people, it's not about you that day.
Right.
Just go up, say thanks.
Yeah.
My move, I like to go up and I like to ask them, do they need anything to drink?
That's a good one. That's kind of in the back pocket for me as well.
So I'll go up and I'll ask like the bride, like, do you need anything to drink? Austin, do you need anything to drink? He's like, no, man, I'm good.
Because then that gives you a reason to like, oh, you're helping them out. Plus, then you're coming back for another 2-3 minutes, kind of hang out for a little
another
bit.
Drink and say
take
thanks.
A quick pick, and then you're out.
Yeah, I even just ham a drink and walk away sometimes.
Wow.
I just
you're just a butler going the extra mile here.
Just like want to help them out because I think it's a cool gesture to kind of selfishly be like, I don't need the time. Mm-hmm. I just want to like say what's up and show face.
Yeah, that's a good way.
And most of the time I end up getting time anyways because I'll see them and I go, oh, blah, blah, blah. And you talk to them for a little bit. But, I mean, Texas delivers on a lot of things.
Yeah, it sure does.
But the main thing it delivers on is barbecue.
There's no doubt about that.
It is unreal out there. It's slowly becoming some of my favorite cuisine. Like Mexican barbecue. I love like going after a long like golf day or something and getting barbecue afterwards. Trying the places is always super fun. It's just also very, very expensive.
Yeah, that's the only downside. But and the problem is that it's so cheap. It's cheap.
Right.
It's like ketchup, mustard, brown sugar to make, like a mustard to make the barbecue sauce, which all super cheap.
Yeah, the expensive part of it's the labor.
The labor and the hours.
Right. So that's why it is what it is.
No doubt. But the cuts of meat are very cheap.
Yeah.
So
like people don't usually buy brisket day in, day out.
There's no way that you can make a brisket or a turkey or a sausage or ribs or any smoked meat, pulled pork in the Traeger that tastes that good. There's no way. Or they're doing some freaking voodoo magic.
I think the
over
Trigger
it.
does like a pretty good job on some of the stuff. Not brisket. Brisket's just has to be smoked that way.
I'm not saying that it's not in the same division. It's just not gonna like meet
expectations.
It's not gonna meet what we had. I feel like because I've had some pretty good stuff on the Traeger. It's not that it's bad. It's just the amount of depth of flavor that I think you get from like the real wood, maybe the time. I have no idea how they do it.
Yeah, I think
That's why they're called pit masters, I guess.
you definitely have some there. There's a reason people aren't doing it, but you can get pretty close on a Traeger. There's people out there who definitely know their Traegers and how to use it in a super smoke setting and yada, yada, yada.
Right.
I would much rather eat barbecue off of a pit, though. If someone's going to offer me brisket,
100%.
Brisket or whatever, I want it off a pit. But yeah, I saw my buddy Austin, too. He had a baby, so I was out there seeing Austin in Austin, which was great. It was super fun. I shot an AR.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Shot an AR.
That's
then
really cool.
We went to a gun range and walked up, and I didn't have to. I signed a waiver. I watched a safety video.
That was what, 15, 20 seconds?
Minute 45.
Yeah.
Like, can't walk in front of the bullets. Wear your eyeglasses.
Right.
Eyeglasses. Eyes and ears the whole time. Just like, very basic stuff. Then you can walk up and you can rent whatever gun you want on the wall. They have available ARs, SCAR. So we get like a Daniel Defense, whatever it is. It has a...
What's Daniel Defense?
It's like a version of the M13.
Got you.
It's like an upgraded version. Like some other company took the frame of the M13
Got you.
and did like their Daniel Defense thing to it.
Okay.
All these gun people know what I'm talking about. I have no clue. So there's a holographic scope on it.
Fire.
Which is like a little, like a little cross with a circle around it.
Right.
Foregrip.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And it shoots 5.56 NATO rounds, which are like Army rounds.
Oh, those are some big dogs.
Yeah. And it had like no kick to it.
Yeah, that's crazy to me because I thought they would have a pretty decent amount of kick.
No, shooting that 12 gauge shotgun has more kick than that AR.
Really?
Dude, it felt like I was shooting nothing at times.
That's crazy.
Because you just have it, I don't know, just the gun, like the stock's better on it because it's a good stock.
Right.
And then have that.
It's a straight up military grade weapon you shot, basically.
I mean, yeah. And I shot a pistol.
And I saw your spreads. You're a trained killer out there, baby.
Not too bad. Too bad.
Let's not get it twisted here. You're pretty special with a weapon in your hand. Tell you what,
pistol, I'm like John Wick.
Better than most. Better than a lot of people. Even when people will shoot pretty consistently, I will go on a limb and say, if you just give yourself maybe a week to shoot and get some reps in, you'll be better than most.
Can we ever like borrow your dad's shotgun? Is that a thing?
I think so. I got to really adjust here. Sorry.
I mean, it's fully adjusting.
I just feel like I was just riding.
Just giving you like the craziest moose knuckle.
Yeah, I got a moose knuckle just chilling in the front for all y'all.
Front and center.
Right.
For the people. Then we went to the best barbecue I've ever had, which is Interstellar.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Heritage, though, super cool. Heritage is a place in San Juan Capistrano that has a Michelin star. The owner from there is trained in another place in Texas. And I guess he was friends with one of the guys from Interstellar and learned from there a bit. And, the sides were amazing. It was like Gouda mac and cheese. Hasselback potatoes, which has like a cream sauce and herbs in it.
Fire.
Is
it Hasselback or is it scalloped?
Hasselback has the cream. It's a certain type of sauce.
I thought Hasselback was the way that they like rib and cut it. So it's still like intact as one potato.
Am I
wrong?
Potatoes. I don't know. It's a mandolin potato.
Okay.
With cream and cheese.
Maybe it's a type of cheese that makes it a certain kind of Hasselback versus scalloped.
Right. I don't know.
We can look that up later.
I don't know, Poppy, but
I don't know much.
I don't know much either. I'm just in the cabbage most of the time.
Yeah,
I just smile and wave and just hope no one points it out.
Right.
So there's that.
The sides were bomb. Did you have
amazing.
really good potato salad over there?
We just got mac and cheese and potatoes. They had pasta salad or potato salad. We didn't get it. And then we got the highlight, which was peach tea pork belly.
Yeah, it just sounds absolutely insane.
Super good. Brisket was amazing. And we had some sausage, which I know, super California taking me. Some of my favorite things to eat on a smoker is sausage.
He loved them sausages.
I do, man. I love it. And the brisket, like the combo of those two for me are my favorite. I like whatever specialty cuts barbecue places do. But unreal. It was like on second place in Barbecue Monthly.
I did see that.
At one point.
Popped up on my Instagram feed, and I went and checked him out real quick today. Yeah, second in Texas, I think.
Which is pretty insane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's just everywhere. But it's shorter trip. Saw the baby. Baby was super cute. I definitely don't want a baby right now.
Yeah.
You know?
I would love to skip past the baby part. Give me to the terrible twos.
Give me the 10. Give me straight to 10.
You should adopt.
Yeah, we should.
Maybe.
I mean, don't take it out of the cards here.
Right.
10 years old, just avoid the whole baby. Yeah.
Go in there, be the hero.
Yeah, just rescue some kid out of there.
I don't know.
Not a bad call. Something to think about.
For sure.
But then drove up, rented a car, drove from Dallas or Austin to Dallas.
Right.
Saw you get into our place in Deep Elm.
Yeah. I think it's technically like the arts district.
I guess so.
Hood district.
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
As people were calling it. It got a little bit bad. We didn't ever go down there at night.
It was just parties at night. And then people rolled out of there at 2 some, and then it got a little shady after that. It's like anywhere where you throw a bunch of people who are drunk in a bar out on the street in a non-great area.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to get wild.
It's going to get rowdy for sure. And also, I think the apartment walls that we were staying were made of paper.
Thin.
Might as well have been paper.
Paper thin.
A strong gust over here?
Blow us over.
Yeah, I think so, dude. I mean, like, we could have... People are having full conversations below. Outside the building, I could hear them. I don't know.
I couldn't hear anything.
Maybe our windows were open the whole time. Just didn't even realize it.
Could have been.
It's really, truly, honestly what it felt like because it was so loud. Like, even if we wanted to go to sleep before 2 a.m., was not happening.
Really?
It was that loud. Yeah, it was that loud. It was insane.
Kate kept telling me, she's like, it's really loud in here. I'm like, yeah, I don't hear anything. So, I'm sorry about it. Then we got Terry Black's, which
Terry
is
Black's
a chain
barbecue.
now, but I mean, an amazing chain. Do a great job.
When do you consider it a chain, actually? Because they only have like 4 locations, right?
I guess not franchised, but they have multiple locations.
Okay.
I think anytime you go, like even for Heritage, like you go multiple locations and not from the original, like the quality just isn't the same.
Yeah.
And that's just the fact of the matter.
Still really, really good barbecue. And the fact that they
Amazing
can
barbecue.
sling out thousands of pounds of barbecue like that. I mean, we went Thursday afternoon at like 3 o'clock, and it was pretty busy.
I mean, it was amazing barbecue.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like that's what's also super cool about it, that it is a multiple location place, and the quality is still fire. Like the sausages were on point. Brisket was like some of the best brisket I had.
The turkey was nuts, dude.
Turkey was great. You love the turkey.
I just did not think that you can get a turkey to taste that way. And it was extremely moist.
Yeah, smoked turkey's pretty special.
Really, really good.
At
I would
barbecue
love
restaurants.
to make a smoked turkey sandwich with that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be just that would be insane.
I think one of my favorite barbecue content creators on YouTube does that. At one point, does with bacon, lettuce, tomato on it as well.
Oh,
bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwiches are up there for me, to be honest.
You don't like tomatoes though.
Trent and Elise, my brother-in-law,
put you
and
onto
his
it?
wife, bought like farm organic tomatoes,
Heirloom. Yeah.
crazy sourdough bread, crazy bacon,
Butter lettuce.
No, it was iceberg. Good iceberg though, washed and cut right, and
You can even make your own mayo.
they made
Do
it aioli.
Yeah.
So it just was like, okay, I could see this now.
BLTs are really up there for me. I don't even need the turkey, like the Club Sando.
Yeah.
If you hit me with a really good BLT, I'm A-okay. I just can have 3 of those things though.
Yeah, dude, you are a bottomless pit. I think Franklin's amazing.
Terry Blacks.
Sorry, Terry Blacks.
The sides were really good. The potato salad was dynamite.
Potato salad was unreal.
Mac and cheese was good.
It's just Velveeta mac, but it was fine
good.
still.
Green beans, you know. Cornbread was dynamite.
Yeah.
What was going on with that cornbread, dude?
I don't know, man. That was like box cake cornbread.
I think they put corn sugar in there.
Yeah. It was corn
syrup,
crack.
corn cane sugar. I don't know what the hell they were doing.
Whatever they were throwing in that corn cake was unreal.
It was bomb.
But my favorite eating experience I had,
I mean, the list goes on and on here. And
that's what it was for me mainly out there, was just eating. To be honest, Texas in general, probably not my favorite place in the world.
Not for me.
But that's just for me. Who
Not for me
knows?
either.
Maybe if I need to move out there one day, I'll think differently. But I mean, the food, the barbecue is mainly what we had. Everything else I had outside of barbecue was
It was good. Not anything like, nothing crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
the really cool idea that we ended up hearing about from one of the groomsmen in the wedding was this place called Loro Barbecue, right?
Yeah.
And that's the place that you were really excited to go try. Because that was the restaurant where I was going to have to be like going off of my own to go do like wedding stuff and blah, blah, blah. And then you and Katie were going to go get lunch somewhere.
Yeah, we had a gals day.
Yeah, you guys really did. You guys really did it up.
Yeah, we did it up right.
But,
we went in there.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we went in there. You were right. It's a Franklin's Barbecue, Michelin star restaurant. Guy who does barbecue opened up another place with another Asian chef in the same area, and it's fusion. So it's barbecue and fusion. Like they had like an Asian.
It's an Asian smokehouse, Asian barbecue smokehouse.
Right. So just everything like has a twist to it. I couldn't go over all the intricate details of it, but man, it was one. It's a very craveable restaurant where I could see like going back there and like wanting to come back. One of my favorite things I had there was like a white wood smoked edamame with a sriracha powder.
Insane, dude.
Yeah.
Insane.
That was unreal. The tenderloin with the shishito pepper.
Gremolata.
Yeah.
And it was super acidic with cilantro and some lime on there.
Yeah.
Their brisket was insane too, dude.
Brisket was super smoky, but like an Asian dressing, and it was super good. Everything.
Their cold noodles were bomb.
Mm-hmm.
They also had two different types of dip. One was like an orangey,
like a Chipotle
curry-ish
curry dip, and the other one was like a green chili dip.
Yeah,
Thai green chili dip,
and they served it over with wontons too.
Yeah,
wonton chips.
Or you can do tortillas.
Wonton chips. Good move.
Chips
really
sure.
good move. Really good move.
It was
underutilized chip for sure, actually.
I mean, it's so bad for you.
Is it?
It's just soaking in that fry oil.
Damn.
assume.
Normal chips are.
I assume. I just ate them and it felt like they were worse.
Really greasy.
Yeah. It just felt like they were way worse for me.
Because it's fried bread, essentially, instead of like a masa or something.
When Kate and I got a little slushy sampler.
You sure did.
So we got some of that going for us.
You guys are balling. And you also got the karage.
Right. And we ordered a karage to bring back for snacks later, and we forgot at the restaurant.
So sinful.
I mean, I
did get a bite, though, and it was still crispy. So then you guys brought home a full spread.
Yeah,
a full spread of food for me.
We wanted to do that.
It was all time because we came back at like 1:30. Not a little toasted, roasted.
Yeah, we got back at like 12:40, actually, 12:30.
Okay, yeah, but then,
we had to take off all our shit, pack it up. Somehow I did that cross-eyed, essentially.
It's amazing we didn't leave like an arm over in that Airbnb.
I mean, we did a good job for the most part. The wedding was awesome. The barbecue we got back was highlight. I mean, just another great trip for the boys and another one in the books.
One other thing that we really did though is we did some clay shooting as well.
Ooh,
and that's another one. That's another fun thing. It's another really cool thing that, again, you're just that guy.
It's like you get in a golf cart and you put a shotgun in there with bullets and you can drive and shoot.
So what did you hear about? What did you think about this that we did? Like the
compared
difference?
To yours?
Not compared to Yes, compared to mine that we
Yeah.
did for the bachelor party.
Right.
What did you think about that? It was a little different.
I liked the vibe of the one in Texas more.
Yeah.
I liked the clay shooting targets and the way it was ran and how like the targets flew at the Arizona spot.
Right.
I felt like the targets were flying more true or whatever, and they weren't so crazy. Some of them were like immediately in the water.
Yeah, it was like hard to hit.
Like, I don't even know how people do it. Where your other ones, like the hard ones, still were pretty tough, but at least they were like consistent patterns, and they were
right. Like there was definitely one that was like coming from straight behind us, and it was basically like nose diving into the water in front of you. It's like, how are we supposed to hit that?
Right, and they have like fun like A, B, B, C, D, A, or whatever. You can do different ones to be a pro. Yeah, super fun. I'm glad I got invited to go do that. We shot a 20 gauge. Which I never done before. I liked loading it on the bottom though. That was pretty sick.
That was really fun.
Yeah,
yeah, that was sick.
Shooting guns in general is just a blast. We should just honestly rent your dad's shotgun.
Let's
see if
go
we can
shooting
borrow.
with him.
I think my father-in-law has a shotgun too.
Let's go shooting. That'd be fun.
We should us four go
clay
do it.
shooting would be fun. I don't want gun range unless we're shooting like an AR.
No, let's go clay shooting with our father or your dad, my father-in-law.
That'd be really fun.
Would be a blast.
Yeah.
He'd be in for that.
Because that is the best range that I've been to, like clay shooting range.
Really?
You would love that one. Yeah.
Is it the same vibe as the one in Texas?
Well, what do you mean like vibe?
Like you walk to one, then you do it, then you walk to another one and do it.
So this one is 15 stations and it's a big circle.
Okay, great.
And so you go to there's a practice area so you can get warmed up. And then whenever you're ready to go, you just head out to station 1 and you shoot 4 clays at each station, 4 different flight patterns. And then the scenery changes. There's like towers sometimes, and like the thing will be like standing up on top of a tower and it's like launching like sideways and it goes down. Nose dives. There's like a rabbit one that they'll have every once in a while. There's some that'll come behind you and like shoot out and stay super low. It flies very consistently. Left to right, right to left, up to down, down to up.
Do you get to see it before it happens? Or does it shoot in pairs?
Well, what you do is that you rotate, right? So it'll be like you shoot first, I'm shooting second, and then the other 2 that are with us will shoot third and fourth, and then you just rotate because you have your card that's actually keeping score on that. So if you're shooting in the first station, going first, when we go to station 2, now you're shooting last and I'm shooting first. Right? So that is because the first person that's like gets up there has no idea what's going to happen, essentially. You can test it, but it costs money. So that's just how you make it like even.
Right.
Like each clay, I don't know how much it costs, 20 cents or whatever.
Right.
It's like basically nothing, but it's like $1 to see all of them kind of type thing.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So like it kind of like would add up over time-ish.
Yeah.
It's like, this is like the easiest way to do it is just let's rotate. So you kind of just like, got to do it on the fly. So that's the one that I think is the best station work, all of that kind of stuff because it flows super well.
Is it like slammed?
It can be. It can be pretty busy, but sometimes you just like skip one or you just like wait. It's kind of like a golf course in a way. Like there might be a little congestion every once in a while, but like it just kind of goes away.
Moving.
Yeah, and then you just you don't need to like walk to every station and then just shoot. At least you can have like 2 to 3 minutes to like, okay, I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna like fix my hat or whatever you got kind of going on.
Do your thing.
Exactly, and my dad has like these Kevlar like type. It's not a Kevlar, but it has it's like a shooting vest essentially. So it has like a little extra pad on there for you, and it has like a big pocket to keep all your shells.
Oh, that's fire.
So then you're feeling like, oh, I'm pretty geared up right now.
I'm pretty in it.
I'm him kind of thing.
So then, do they shoot them in pairs or goes
You
1, 2, 3, 4?
I usually do reporting is what it's called. So when you shoot one, then the next one goes right after that.
Okay, so
and it's based off of the person that is like doing the thing for you.
So like how? So he waits it. If you shoot it, then the next one comes. If you don't shoot it and then it dies, he sends the next one.
Even if you shoot it, then the next one's coming.
Okay, so what happens if you don't shoot it? Like, does it go its full flight pattern before you?
I don't think so. I don't.
So like it's a certain time, no matter what it shoots.
Yeah, I think it's a time thing, and maybe it's like
So
a
you
two.
it's reporting, and it goes bang, and then that gives you like 4 seconds.
Well, the reporting, I think my memory is just terrible of this. Go figure. Godly. If you're gonna shoot 1 and 2, that's what you want. You want reporting. That's when I'll send out 1 or 2, and it's random. You don't know if it's gonna be 1 or 2. And then right when you shoot, even if you hit or miss, then I'm pressing. Let's say I press 2, now I'm pressing 1. Right when you shoot, then the next one's coming. That's what reporting is. Done with 1. Now you know where the next one's coming from.
Do you press it? It doesn't just happen.
I think you have to press it.
Okay. Who does it for you? Your dad or something?
Everyone rotates.
Okay.
It's kind of fun doing it.
Right.
I like doing the trigger thing. I feel like I'm more in it, kind of type vibe.
Yeah. Now you're in
It
it
also
for them.
helps too when it's your time to shoot. You know exactly. Like, okay, I need to press 1 and that's that. 2 and that's that, right? Like it gives you very, very clear understanding of
we
what.
We need to go do this.
It's fun. Now, I didn't know how good we had it, but now going and doing it in 2 different places. Arizona was a good vibe. Mm-hmm. Very much that vibe at the place that we go to here, because it's a little bit more laid back, but there's a lot of formality to it. Like the one that we just went to in Texas was just not the greatest setup as far as like the clay shooters.
Yeah.
And it was just like things weren't working and like things are a little buggy.
It looked, it was still super fun, but it was just, I agree. Like the Arizona one just had a bit more pop to it. It just seemed like it was
cleaner.
Cleaner. That was it.
Cleaner
The
running.
Texas one was like super cool. The vibe was awesome. You were able to like shoot in the forest type of vibe, which is cool.
That was fun.
Yeah. Awesome, buddy. Well, great trip. It was awesome hanging with you. Glad we got another ep in. Episode 50.
That's a big 5-0 right there.
That's 50 weeks of us doing this. We would appreciate if you guys liked, comment, subscribed. Episode 50. Let's get to 100 views on this.
That'd be all time.
100
Share it
for
with your
50.
friends, family.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been sticking with us since EP1,
Mom, you hearing that? Mom, Susan?
Hat is off to you.
Hat is off. You got anything for the people here, buddy?
Signing off. We're going to be back better than ever. Episode 51 through 100 in the works. Coming in hot. More things coming down the line here. I'm excited to keep running this thing with you.
Awesome, buddy. Well, like, comment, subscribe, because we're in the cabbage. And just a reminder, keep swinging.